Hi, what's up YouTube? It's Nova Duelist here, and I'm coming at you with my deck profile for my Elemental Heroes for the 2014 ban list. So let's go. 3 Bubble 3 Alias, 1 Wildheart, and 1 Ocean. Ocean's slow, but he's able to be played because back row and other things that intimidate your opponent. So Ocean is kind of viable, but not really. Wildheart's okay, because if you're playing against heavy back row, you can just poke him, just poke in, just keep going, poke, 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 poke with Wildheart for 1500, and it's okay. So these are all the heroes: 3 Alias, 3 Bulbaman, Wildheart, and the Ocean. Double Maxi, depending on how this format goes, these will be changed to Veilers, or they will stay as Maxis. Probably change to Veilers. Because so far in my testing, Maxi hasn't done bad, but Veilers would be better. 1 Fossil Dyna, because, for you, judge, playing Fossil Dyna because you're playing against in a format where special summoning is a very, very big thing. So, Fossil Dyna throws your opponent through a loop when they run into Fossil Dyna. If you're playing against stingy opponents who overextend, like they fill up their whole board, and you just go, okay, set will Fossil Dyna, pass. They attack into Fossil Dyna, and then they activate their scoop phase because they're scrubs, and they overextend, and they don't realize that you're playing a main deck Fossil Dyna. So Fossil Dyna serves very well at times, but could screw you. Because if you have Fossil Dyna and the only thing that you have in your hand, if you top deck a Miracle Fusion and only have a Fossil Dyna on the field, you're kind of screwed. But Fossil Dyna's field presence is very, very great, and I am really glad that I'm playing this guy. He's too good. Thunder King, because he's Thunder King and he locks down spellbooks. Crusader, Gemini, and then my 2 favorite things, the monsters in this deck, is a Morphing Jar. This is Hero Beat, and I guess Bubble Beat, you could say. And even though I'm playing like a billion monsters, Morphing Jar allows your deck to function more because I'm playing double Super Polymerization. So this card makes Super Polymerization a lot more viable than it would if I didn't have it on here. Because Bubble Beat, how it works, set 5 or set 4, Alias Bubbleman. You don't have any cards in your hand. You're playing Infernities, essentially. So, Morphing Jar just makes your hand more alive. And then, Magician of Faith. Magician of Faith is the new tech in the deck. I'm not really sure how this is going to serve me, but in all playtesting, it's done very well. I'll get to why I really have this card in here later, in the profile. But this card is very good, especially for this deck, because of how many spells you do run. So, Magician of Faith does serve to be very well. Triple E-Call, because Stratos is gone. Triple Miracle Fusion, because the card is just too good, and it's probably, I quite honestly think it's the best top deck in the game. Right up there, next to BLS. And then Triple MST for annoying tanky. So this card will never go down to 2 in my decks. Ever. It will always stay at 3 in any deck I play, because this card is just too good. Konami's dumb for keeping this at 3. Double Lance probably bumped this up to 3 because you have to protect Shinings and Aliases, and Double G-Spark maybe bump this up to 3 because I am playing 4 Geminis, so I'm playing exactly half. But I don't know, Gemini Spark is too good, and I feel like it could be Coggy at 3, but I feel it's not enough at 2. So it's just kind of a debate on my part. I'll test with both. I've been jumping back and forth. Double Super Polymerization, like I said before, Morphing Jar makes this card a lot more live. Double Pot of Duality. Oh, I can honestly, hold on one second. And I can honestly say this card is probably the best card in the entire game. Because they're like, oh, well, Super Polymerization, that's cute, well, I'll just change something. No, you cannot. You cannot have a response to Super Polymerization. You can't. It doesn't happen. You're not allowed to have a response at all to this card. That's why it's probably the most broken card of the game. Pot of Duality. Double Pot of Duality probably bumped us up to 3 because Pot of Duality is a very amazing card, and I do have Beat Sticks in the deck. Alias is very good. So, maybe go up to 3, 2 at the moment. 1 Rhoda, search power, you know, got it. Dark Hole's removal, it's too good. 1 Book of Moon, and my secret tech is Kaiser Coliseum. My reasoning for playing Kaiser Coliseum is because if you can get a Shining on the board and then drop the Kaiser Coliseum and protect the Shining, you win the game. Because Kaiser Coliseum allows you, if you only have 1 monster, they can have 1 monster. That's it. So, Kaiser Coliseum just wrecks a format, because special summoning is a big thing. Like I said earlier about Fossil Dyna, special summoning is a huge thing. So if you can set up your Shining, protect your Shining with lances and anything else, and you can get a Kaiser on the board, you win the game. Double Mirror Force, because Double Mirror Force is too good. Warning, Compulse, Torrential, Bottomless, and 1 Deep Prison. Trap lineup's kind of short, but for how many spells that I'm playing, it makes up for it. And then I'll go over the extra deck. Combo pieces is Excalibur and Blade Armor Ninja. Funny story about Excalibur. I went Excalibur with 2 Bubble Man, setting a Miracle Fusion, and had an Alias and Grave set up. So I go Excalibur, and then make the Shining off of the Miracle Fusion I had. With the Pro Set Dark Hole, I go attack for 7200 with Shining and Excalibur. So Shining, Excalibur, attack for 7200, and then Dark Hole out of it, get my Alias and my Bubble Man back to my hand, and then overlay for Gaga Cowboy, burn him for game. And this was after my 3-0 run, so I went 4-0 with my locals and got 2nd place with that. Dagosto Emerald, because Emerald, you can recycle your aliases with this, and then you can also recycle any other card in your graveyard, well, any other monster, I should say. He Pot of Avarice is for 3, and you draw 1. And then he also special summons normal monsters from grave, and you may be thinking, oh, well, he doesn't have any normal monsters. Alias is a normal monster in the grave. So this card is very versatile with this deck. Maestroke for conservative plays, Gaga Cowboy wins games, that's all I can say. Starly's Polydynamo is too good. Make it 0, attack over it, and it card troopers. And it has the effect of card trooper. When it dies, you draw 1. Wimpappy because of Rogue, I guess, and Ghost Tricks. But Ghost Tricks don't really get affected by this. And Blackcorn. I'm really thinking about putting Dissigma over Blackcorn, because Dissigma is a big eye, and they can't take their monster back. So they get a little butthurt, because you can just take their monster and equip it to Dissigma, and it makes the plays. Double Shining, because they can recycle themselves. I would play 3, but he can recycle himself, so I see no need. Great Tornado because of Rogue. Escrado because of Evil Swarms. Nova Master probably bump this up to 2 because of Fire Fists. Gaia, leave him alone. And Zero probably bump to 2 because of Water. Alright, yeah, that's my deck profile for my Elemental Heroes for January 1st, 2014. More deck profiles to come. I'll feature Gas Blaster Beta and the Supreme Sage. They will both be featuring on my YouTube channel. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Alright, thank you for watching, and please send me feedback in the comments below, or you can PM me. I'm always open to new ideas, and I really like tech cards, so if you guys have any ideas for tech cards for heroes, shout it out. Do it. Alright, this is Nova Duel signing out.